So guys, welcome to the workshop today. So today's tutorial is about bulk order. Let's say for instance you were given an order, or you have you were told to do like 100 pieces or 50 pieces of tote bags. What to do to make your work easy and fast? So today's tutorial is all about that. The first thing you are going to go ahead and do is to cut your your fabrics. The measurement I am using here is 15 inches by in length by 14 inches in width, and two is for one is for one two for one. That's two for one, like this. So that is one. And the second thing you're going to go ahead and do is to make sure you cut everything. Let's say for instance you want to do 50 pieces. After you've made your estimate and you know the amount of fabric that will be enough, maybe the amount of yards that will be enough, but for both the handle and the body of the bag, you go ahead and cut out all the 50 and your handle. If you're doing 50 bags, definitely you are going to be cutting 100 handle because it's two for one. And the measurement of the handle I'm using here is 14 inches by 4 inches. So if you don't know how to sew your handles like this or like this, I'm going to put a video on the channel on how to sew these two popular handles for your tote bags and for your travel bags. They are very, very easy to do. You don't need any interfacing. You just have to just sew them, since it is a souvenir bag. Now, after sewing, the next thing you go ahead and do is to sew all your handle. It's very, very important that you sew all your handles at once. The same way it's important to cut all your fabric at once, so also it's important to cut all your handles at once. You can dedicate a day or two to just do this. So the next thing to do is to start attaching your handles to the body of the bag. You fold in two equal halves, make a notch in order to get the center. So now anything you do for one, you're going to use pin to pin on the rest. It's going to make your work very, very fast and easy, because if you use one, you measure on one, you just use this one to start as a guide for the remaining ones. So I'm using 3 inches. So this is the remaining ones. I've notched them, and this is me. I've used pin to pin the handle, using that first one as a guide. I just put it on top, as you can see. You see, on top, and just pin. The next thing is to just take it to the sewing machine and just be stitching. Bam, 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 bam. Just straight stitch. Then when I'm done with the straight stitch, the next thing I'll go ahead and do is to fold it like a bias, that top, so that the handle will not remove and there will not be any rough edge. Since this kind of tote bag does not have lining or interfacing, it is a souvenir bag. So you will just fold it like a bias and you just stitch. You do double folding and you just stitch. Oh, I have a special way to sew this my kind of souvenir bag, so that it will not have any rough edges. So what I do is I'll put the fabric wrong side facing each other. Remember, wrong side facing each other. Then I'll go and just make tiny stitch on the right side, all the three corners. Now after I make that stitch straight down, then the bottom, I'll now turn it to the wrong side and make a bold stitch. This way, it will not have any wrong side. It will not have any rough side. I just hope you understand what I mean. So after stitching, this is how it's going to look like. Lovely, right? So having done this, we're done with our souvenir tote bags. Because I hope you remember that anything I am doing on one is what I am doing for all. It's easier that way because if I just go to the sewing machine, if I am doing the handle, I know I am doing all the handles. If I am doing the sides, I know I'm doing all the sides. And if I am doing all the finishing touches, I know I am doing for all the bags. So this way it's going to make your work faster and easier instead of doing one at a time. And this is the trick. This is, the trick of making multiple souvenir tote bags. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for staying to this moment. You guys are amazing. You guys are lovely. Honestly, it took me like 3 days to finish these bags that I am making. I am not done because I am expected to do 30 pieces of tote bags and 30 pieces of hand fan, this Ankara bridal hand fan. So I'm going to be showing you the progress as I go. This one is just the first 5, so I just decided to use it as a tutorials for you guys. See you guys. Bye.